For anyone questioning the Caitlin Clark effect, we now have people wanting to watch golf. Because of her, we saw the kind of offer that Ice Cube made to Caitlin to play in the Big Three, that is $5 million to play 3 months. Angel Reese is in complete shock after Caitlin Clark scored 10 million off the court. Let that sink in for a moment. Meanwhile, Angel is unable to accomplish half of that on the court, which must hurt a little. It's clear that she's feeling something because, let's face it, envy is rampant throughout the year. WNBA players were demanding to be given credit for elevating the league. Angel Reese claimed that she was along with their pretend friends in the mainstream media. They wanted us to believe that the WNBA was exploding in popularity. They wanted to keep all the credit for themselves while downplaying the impact of the only star in the league, Caitlin Clark. These two began at the same place, but one is soaring and the other, well, let's say Angel is searching for other ways to make money. She even ventured into bold modeling in an attempt to earn a little extra cash. But we all know what happens when you lack dignity, and the money doesn't last. Meanwhile, Caitlin is doing things right, building her brand with pure class, and now she is $10 million richer. So naturally, Angel's reaction is, well, let me walk you through that meltdown. I'll take that, because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we talk about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role, I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on. There was no doubting that Angel Reese knew how to command a room, but commanding attention and commanding a $10 million paycheck are two very different things, as Ree was recently reminded in the most brutal way possible. Angel Reese was the player who could light up the court and social media with equal intensity. Her unapologetic confidence made her a household name, especially after her famous taunting of Caitlin Clark during the NC Championship. She was praised, criticized, and everything in between. Caitlin Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million views. Even seasoned professionals, let alone collegiate athletes, would take notice when Caitlin Clark, the quiet and reliable powerhouse, turns her dominance on the court into an empire off of $10 million. For Ree, who takes pride in being a trailblazer and trendsetter, watching Clark casually stroll into a financial stratosphere that feels out of reach must be like salt on an open wound. Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too. And I want y'all to realize that the money isn't the only thing that irritates Angel. It's also what the money stands for. It's a classic tale of the flashy attention getter versus the quiet achiever. And this time the quiet achiever has won the ultimate. Reese has worked hard to establish her brand and has leaned into the Bayou Barbie persona, using her bold personality to carve out a niche in the world of nil deals. However, while Reese has been busy creating viral moments, Clark has been busy creating generational wealth. While Reese may have the spotlight, Clark has endorsement deals with major brands like Neck, Gatorade, and Bose, all of which solidify her place not just as a basketball star but also as a marketable icon. Reese's meltdown isn't surprising. Imagine seeing someone you've defeated in a championship game, someone you've intimidated, outplayed, and overshadowed, turn around and beat you where it really counts. The bank. Now the other recognizable name on the roster, Angel Reese, who has got to be absolutely terrified. It is not going to be a good Christmas for the villainous Angel. The way that people view the two athletes is where they diverge. Caitlin Clark is a straightforward, no-nonsense athlete who lets her performance speak for itself. She is an accessible celebrity who appeals to fans of all ages. Conversely, Reese is a noisy firecracker, unrepentant and divisive. Her enthusiasm electrifies her fans. Brands adore safe bets, and Clark is as safe and profitable as they come. But it's not always what corporate sponsors are looking for. Without a doubt, Angel Reese is the biggest star in this new league. Hell, she is the only star with unrivaled. There is not another player in this league capable of drawing a mainstream fly to this unknown turd. Whether it's fair or not, the success or the failure of this league, it is going to be directly tied to Angel Reese. Does Angel have enough drawing power to capture mainstream fans? And critics alike are quick to highlight the disparity and earnings on social media, portraying it as a clash of personalities and styles. On one side, you have the modest workhorse narrative about Clark, and on the other there is the dazzling showstopper image associated with Reese. These comparisons are not only unfair, but they are also demeaning, because both players have put in a great deal of effort to get to the top. But the sports industry doesn't care about fairness, it's about marketability, and Caitlin Clark currently has the advantage. Now jealous WNBA players will have the opportunity to earn that credit. Now players Like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance to test their star power. However, Angel Reese isn't one to sit quietly in the corner and let anything go unnoticed. She enjoys disproving others, and this $10 million revelation will probably only make her more determined. Fans are turning this into a larger discussion about what it takes to succeed in the era. Is it about skill alone, or does personality play a role? Reese is skilled at using controversy to her advantage, and it wouldn't be shocking if she uses it to improve her game or her next viral moment. However, the bigger question is whether she can change her brand to attract the kind of sponsorships that Clark has locked down. Is Clark merely taking advantage of a successful tactic, or is Reese being ignored because she is vocal? Most likely the truth is somewhere in the middle, and perception and performance are equally important in deals, and Clark is an expert at striking a balance between the two. Angel Reese's current problem is to figure out how to close that gap. She is already a cultural legend who has motivated numerous young athletes with her charisma and confidence, but turning that influence into financial success calls for a new strategy. Reese may need to soften her edges, diversify her image, or even rethink how she positions herself in the market. This doesn't mean losing her authenticity, rather it means figuring out how to make her brand work for her in the long run. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is doing what she does best, staying focused, not out there gloating or clapping back. Her success speaks for itself, and she's too busy cashing checks to get sucked into the drama. Her level of self-awareness and discipline is part of what makes her so appealing to sponsors. She's not just a great athlete, but also a shrewd businesswoman who recognizes her value and knows how to capitalize on it. And that's what really sets these two stars apart. Angel Reese enjoys being in the spotlight and going viral. The sound Caitlin Clark thrives on consistency, dependability, and outcomes. Both strategies have advantages, but in the world of zero deals, one is obviously more profitable than the other. This isn't simply a tale of two basketball players. It's also about how collegiate athletics is changing for athletes like Caitlin Clark, who can balance both skill and marketability. Nil deals have transformed the game, transforming athletes into businesses. The incentives are enormous for players like Angel Reese, who are still learning how to manage with this new reality. There are some bumps in the road. Some estimates have said that the league is going to lose about $50 million. Is there a scenario that you will try to raise more money right now? Probably not. We probably don't need to raise capital like we did back when I came in 2020, started assessing raising capital. However, we shouldn't write Reese off just yet because she is a fighter, a competitor, and someone who can adjust. This is only the beginning of a new chapter in her story. And if there is one thing Angel Reese is good at, it's turning adversity into opportunity. It remains to be seen if she will be able to do this in time to catch up to Caitlin Clark. Although Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark may be rivals, they are also a part of a larger movement that is changing the game for women's sports. And even though their methods may differ, their influence is undeniable in the end. However, the rivalry between these two celebrities is far from over and is about two amazing athletes pushing each other to be better, even if they are unaware of it. While Caitlin Clark stealthily acquires millions, Angel Reese is left contemplating her next move, driven by an equal amount of dissatisfaction and resolve due to their opposing styles. They are redefining the rivalry not only in basketball but also in branding. It's only a matter of time until Angel Reese turns her outburst into something more significant, because if we know anything about her, it's that she never backs down from a challenge. And if we know anything about Caitlin Clark, it's that she knows how to stay ahead of the game. Together, they're redefining what it means to be a college basketball star, and we're all just along for the ride. Thanks for watching, and subscribe my channel.